So I've been working here since 3 months into first class's existence, and I discovered something the other day that I didn't know existed. And I'm wondering if you guys in your years of experience knew that there was a mission statement attached to first class.
I didn't know. I just learned that this morning. Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's
No, not entirely. But of course, there's something that drives first class. But I never actually knew what it was, word for word.
Oh, you ready for it?
I am now. Yes.
It's gonna come at you. The mission statement for first class crew is: first class crew strives to be the most reliable and consistent provider of highly trained personnel within the events and entertainment industry. I think we do pretty well at that. I know a lot of our customers are impressed with our work ethic and what we do. We've also got a number of values attached to what we do as well, which kind of goes naturally with most businesses. They are a high work ethic, which I think I prefer the term excellent work ethic. Teamwork, responsibility, honesty, foresight, loyalty, and going the extra mile. And they're all pretty logical. I mean, everyone likes someone with an excellent work ethic. It's nothing worse than working with someone who slacks off all the time. Whether you're on your own or in a team, you got to work together with people well, so teamwork's natural. Responsibility, there are circumstances where you're responsible for things, particularly in an operating sense, so again, natural. Honesty, there are times with honesty where sometimes you don't want to be honest about the situation, but to be honest, honesty can actually be something that is more beneficial to you in some of your bigger mistakes than trying to hide the truth. Foresight, so looking ahead, planning and thinking ahead, asking a client for a run sheet, or even if you get a run sheet, noting down what's coming up. Those sort of things are important. And loyalty. Loyalty is something that first class highly value, and plays a big role in some of the work positions that you'll get. We've got a number of crew who work for a number of different companies, and that's okay. But there's a number of crew that work only for first class, and so while we try and distribute the work as evenly as we can, there is a little bit of extra favour granted to those who are solely committed to first class. The other part of that loyalty element is in terms of training. So we have a training officer now who will work with individuals in groups to build up their skill set. And we don't want to be spending a whole stack of time and money and resource on training up people that are just going to nick off to the next company, because I mean, well, we can't keep people stuck to first class. There's a lot of money and time and energy spent in training up people, and we don't just want to waste them on other companies. We prefer to hold on to them and use them, especially if they're a paid ticket sort of thing like an EWP. There have been circumstances where people have got their truck licenses or EWP tickets, and the next week gone off and worked for another company and left first class altogether, and we've just outlaid sometimes nearly $1,000 to have them upskilled for them just to not really appreciate the value that we put into them. So loyalty is a big thing for first class, and if you can be loyal to first class, then we'll be loyal to you. We try and be loyal to you first.
Yeah, I guess if you kind of like, you look after first class, they do look after you. And I look at that as really kind of, I believe that because I feel that way about first class. Kind of like, I try to look after first class as much as I can and do the best I can for myself and for first class, and I feel that they reward me in that, in that aspect. So
yeah. And then going the extra mile is just going above and beyond what you kind of expected to do. Where you can. It's not always available, but where you can, you just go that extra mile. And there are room for growth and room for development. Everyone kind of starts as a loader, pushing road cases and running leads and gaffing to floors. But there are other opportunities that some of you guys have experienced, like operating stagehand, like crew chief, where you're in charge of 10, 15 people at a time. Mentioned licensed driving, riggers, and in some occasions management level stuff, and more permanent sort of full-time positions. So there is room for growth and development, not only personally in your skill set, but within First Class and the company, which we hope you all strive to.